us. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm back. Happy afternoon. Happy afternoon to you and to me. Got two of my little grandgirls, grandchildren. They're playing Barbies. They were happy that I just grabbed their big Barbie thing and brought it down and put it in their room. I was just happy because I did that. Weird. So weird. This one may not be what you think it is. I know people probably want like, what's Dion talking about? What in the fuck is he talking about now? What in the F? I'm just wasting time seeing if anybody shows up. So I have the theme song. One reason. It eats up 47 seconds. Not many people have. They have theme songs. They went and did this or put music to it or whatever. But our theme song was written, composed, played by, sung by, she did everything by my niece when she was 17. Now she's like 22. I've had that theme song for, man, 5 years now. Pretty cool. I have a full version of it too. I keep threatening to get her into studio for that one, but yeah, that hasn't happened. So let's go ahead and get started. This one isn't going to be very long. It's not going to be very long. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name's Dion. If you're here, please say hello, whether watching the live or the rewatch. Oh, that was a draft. Oh, that's why they're not here yet, because I didn't hit send. That'll do it. Let's start with the two ducks. Quack, quack, quack. Sorry, slip back a little bit there. Just a lot of people have disappeared lately, and I'm just wondering where they're at. I just want to know that they're okay and stuff. So yeah, I reached out to a few of them today, but you know, this program can be tough, even at just the fact of watching people come in and out of the program and kind of take away some of your hope. The key there is don't compare yourself to other people. The only comparison you should ever make, is to you from a previous self. It's the only way that you should do it. So what are the two ducks? We're talking about your conscience. Talk about your conscience. Growing up, Daffy Duck, Donald Duck. It was Donald, not Daffy. Right? Donald Duck is Disney. Daffy Duck is Warner Brothers. Right? Looney Tunes, Warner Brothers. But Donald, quite often, he'd be getting ready to do something, and these little ducks would appear on his shoulder. One would be a good duck, and the other would be a bad duck. One duck was telling him, you know, not to do the right things. For us, those ducks would be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The good duck being Dr. Jekyll. Right? And these are the arguments that we have in our heads. These are the two ducks. Quack, 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 quack. Right? Your head ever just kind of go crazy because you can't figure out, can't make a decision on what you're going to do? Gosh, that evil duck, man, he got his way for a long time, didn't he? He got away with a lot of stuff, didn't he? So those are kind of the two ducks. Your evil, your evil side. See, we all have some good in us. And we all have some bad in us. All right. Hey, Amber. I actually had sent it to you when I got started, but I didn't hit enter. So it was a poltergeist situation. I moved the headstones, but I didn't move the bodies. She'll get that joke. And considering it's been pretty much me and Amber all week, I'm gonna joke with her. So, right? We all got these ducks on our shoulders, and it's our conscience. One is the brain. That would be your evil duck. The other one is your intuition. It's what stops you from doing the wrong thing. Right? Remember when you were a kid and you'd lie and your tummy hurt? You think it doesn't happen anymore. Right? No, when I lie, my tummy hurts. My conscience starts to bug me. That's why I liked alcohol so much. It let me forget about those things. All right. So my point on the two ducks is listen to your intuition. Don't listen to that first duck. It's the evil duck that gives you that first initial thought, that intrusive thought. All right. It wants to destroy your community. It wants to tear things up. Your good duck, which is your intuition, understands that there are better things in this life, that there are more useful things in this life. It is the good duck that keeps you from hurting other people, from pillaging towns. I don't want to get into the triggering words right now. So, all right. So be a good duck. That's all it was. That's all that was. But we haven't gotten to the AA shuffle. All right. There's two AA shuffles. There's two AA dance moves. We're going to get to that in a second. So I was just at a meeting. We had about 12 people. I turn around, like half are gone. All right. But they're coming to the meeting and they're like, there was one person that they're like, yeah, I've been around the program for about 2 years now. I don't understand how to even get started. Asking for help, totally legitimate. Then they leave. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people, they share and then they leave the meeting. And I don't understand it. Who knows what happens? Maybe his internet went down or something. Who knows? But it's just been weird. It's just been weird. The way I see it is if I decide to go to a meeting off the cuff and I start what I would call cherry picking the meetings, you're not going to, you go with that intuition. And if you show up and there's 3 people there and you're the 4th one, don't leave. Don't leave. Why? Because there wasn't enough people there to suit you. You ask God for help, He gives it to you, and then you question it. Be very careful about that stuff. If God has led you to a room, stick in it. I know. Sometimes it could be. You feel more singled out when you're in a smaller group. But I'm going to tell you something. Those meetings usually tend to go very, very well. They tend to go very well. All right. So, all right, the AA shuffle. What is the AA shuffle? We're going to talk about 2 AA dances here. First one's the AA shuffle. Have I said that yet? AA shuffle? I think I did. You tired of hearing it yet? AA shuffle. It goes like this: 1, 2, 3, slip. 1, 2, 3, slip. It's the fourth step. It's the first dance people do in AA. That's steps 1, 2, and 3, but never the fourth. Right? That's what I call the AA shuffle. Yeah. I think I stole it from somebody. Maybe. I don't remember. Most likely, though. The other one, which they talking about the 12 by 12 and step 12, is the famous two-step, which is, in this case, not a country dance. Now, both these dances are dangerous. In fact, the guy that I was just talking about, probably doing the AA shuffle, man. And this can go on for a very long time. Now, the difference between the AA shuffle and the two-step is this: longevity. Because at least with the two-stepper, and the two-stepper means that they work two steps, 1 and 12. So they think that if they just do enough service work, that'll cover up for all their misdeeds. And then therefore, they don't have to do a fourth step. They're just going to bypass it. What's the difference between these two? Longevity. Believe it or not. A two-stepper usually tends to stay sober longer because they're doing service work. That's why. Because they're getting out of themselves. And there are consequences to that. There's good consequences to it. But it can go on for years. Then we have to remember that you cannot transmit something you do not have. So they'll do service work. They'll have 10 years, but never sponsor. These are the people that have a little bit of time in sobriety, but they do not sponsor because they don't know how. They haven't been through the big book with somebody. They never had a sponsor themselves that took them through the steps. But they'll say that they had a sponsor or have a sponsor or went through the steps. They'll act like it. These people will parrot. Usually these people will just quote the big book over and over and over and over and over and over and over again with no real experience of their own. They will tell other people's stories. So that is two ducks in the AA shuffle. Yeah. I knew this one wasn't going to be very long. So, should we do a random reading real quick? Should we do a random reading? Let's do it. Let's do it. Random readings with Dion. Give me a number between 1 and 164. I didn't say give me a number generator app. That's not what I said. Give me a random number between 1 and 164.
62.
62. I don't even need to open the book. All right. You ready? Selfishness, self-centeredness, that we think is the root of our troubles, driven by 100 forms of fear. Driven by 100 forms of fear, self-pity, self-delusion, and self-something. We step on the toes of our fellows and they retaliate, seemingly without provocation. But we invariably find that at some point in the past, we have made decisions based upon self, which later places in a position to be hurt. So we think our troubles are of our own making. They arise out of ourselves, and the alcoholic is an extreme example of self-will run riot, though he usually doesn't think so. That's as far as I can get. All right, let's go back to the above everything, we alcoholics must be rid of this selfishness. We must, or it kills us. God makes that possible. And there often seems no way of entirely getting rid of self without his aid. Many of us had moral and philosophical convictions galore, but we could not live up to them even though we would have liked to. Neither can we reduce our self-centeredness much by wishing or trying on our own power. We had to have God's help. All right. That leads me to another topic here, and we'll close on it. I've been going to meetings lately, not really in the grassroots, but we'll bring up these topics. Like today was fear. Today the topic was fear. What kind of things have you gone through? What do you do? No one mentioned God. No one mentioned God. Where are you going to get your courage from? Where are you going to get your courage from? It ain't going to come from you. No. Mm-mm. I mean, if we already had courage, gosh, and God is the answer most of the time, almost all the time. So when I go to meetings and I hear people talking about working through their solutions, and I don't hear a higher power or God being brought up, no wonder you're having kind of a hard time talking on the topic. Did you go to God? Did you ask God? Oh, Dion, I've been searching for an answer for this for weeks. For weeks. Well, did you ask God? No. Well, then why are you talking to me? Ask God first. Hi, Clara. Yes, the spirit of the universe, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I don't care if you call it Bob. Then you need to talk to Bob first. All right. So, yeah. All right. 2 ducks and the AA shuffle. All right. That's going to be it. I asked that for the meeting, checking on the chitlins. It's a grandkids weekend. We're doing our Father's Day this Sunday. Last Sunday just wasn't kind of working out for everybody, so I could have done it, but I had my reasons. So, and it was about my kids because I wanted all the kids and the grandkids here. So I'm like, I'm gonna work that day and do it another day. So we're gonna do that Sunday after I do the sound for church. Sunday's usually my day off, and now it's just too busy. All right. We will see some of you in 34 minutes. We will see the rest of you on the morrow. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. You know I do. Peace out.